What's going on YouTube? It's MattTacomics123 here, and I hope you guys are having a really great day so far, and I am of course bringing you guys another comic haul. Now, this might be my favorite comic book haul on my channel, and it might just be one of my better ones. So, yeah, I'm very excited to show you guys the books I have. I have some, I think some good Bronze and Silver Age keys along with a Personal Holy Grail and a PGX book and some other books that you guys might not have known of. So hopefully you guys learn something new and enjoy the books. So the first one I have is Wolverine #1. This is from the Frank Miller miniseries. Very excited to get this one. This one has been on my radar for a while. I'm just looking for the right grade for the right price, and I think I accomplished that. I got this thing for $37 in a Fine Plus condition, so super happy to get this one. Very awesome cover, very iconic cover. Just really excited to get that one. Maybe if I find the other three issues, because I think it's a 4-part miniseries. Maybe if I find the other three issues, I might get them, but to complete the miniseries. But the next couple of books, the next two books, this is Thunder Agents 1 and 2, and this is done by Tower Comics, and Wally Wood did work on this. He's the guy that worked on Two-Fisted Tales, so that's really awesome. But the reason I end up getting these is because there's going to be a what's it called, a panel for Thunder Agents, and supposedly they're going to be into either a it's supposed to be like a new like big franchise. So reports are saying there might be either a TV show or a movie, and even a good chance of a TV show and a movie. And they did say that they're gonna get a big A-list director for the franchise. So that's very exciting to be. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about the Thunder Agents, but I'm still looking forward to the show or the movie, just because I did just go on Wikipedia and they do sound like some cool characters. But I got these things both for $30, which I think hopefully I got them for the right price, because these things have terrible spirals, like probably like the worst spirals that I've out of any book in my collection. But yeah, very happy to get those. And maybe by the time I post this, there might be some more updates on the Thunder Agents. But as of right now, on the day I'm recording this, Comic-Con, I don't know if it's officially started, like everyone's basically setting up shop. But here we have Flash #114. This is the second appearance of Captain Cold, his origin, also his first cover appearance. So if you can't afford, and it's safe to say that a lot of us can't afford first Captain Cold's first appearance, I highly recommend getting this one just to fill that void, because he is an awesome character, and this is a good. Right now I think it's a fairly cheap book, also, especially when talking about Silver Age Flash books. So yeah, go pick up this one. Very cool cover too. Here's Superman #233, the iconic Neil Adams cover. Very happy to get this one. Just a very iconic cover. Very happy to get. I got it for, this thing was either $32 or $34, and I got it in Fine Plus condition. Super happy to get this one. Absolutely love the cover. And Neil Adams doesn't like the cover, supposedly because he had to make the leg bigger to fit the text. But yeah, very happy to get that one. Okay, so here's Ventress JLA #4. This is the last issue of that miniseries. This was a crossover event, and I believe it was in the early 2000s. But honestly, I think this cover should get a lot more recognition, because just look how badass it is, with Superman holding Cap's shield and Thor's hammer. And yeah, just an awesome cover. This was done by George Perez, and I got this thing off Atomic Avenue for $6. And there was another copy that was in the exact same shape and same exact price, but it was signed by George Perez, and unfortunately I wasn't. I checked back a couple days later, and that signed copy was gone, so I ended up settling for the unsigned one. But happy to get this one. I think it's relatively rare too, and right now I recommend going over to Atomic Avenue, because I might be mistaken, but I think there's like 2 more $6 copies for VF to Nearman copies. Then on eBay, I think there's like $20 copies of that book. So I recommend going over to Atomic Avenue. So hopefully those copies are still there. But here's Ghost Rider #1. This is the, I think it's 1967 Western series. This Ghost Rider has nothing to do with Johnny Blaze or what's his name, Danny Ketch, something like that. Not too familiar with Ghost Rider, but yeah, this Western one doesn't have anything to do with the other two. But yeah, this is a book that around a year ago. It was pretty scarce as far as the copies were online. It was pretty scarce, and I remember looking at a Good Plus or VG minus copy that I bid for. I put a bid for like $20 and ended up going for 30. So now the price has really simmered down because a lot more copies have shown up on eBay. So I ended up getting this VG Plus copy for around 14. I think it was $14.99. So very happy to get that one. Love the cover too. Okay, so here's Brave and the Bold 50 and 59. Now I ended up getting the two for, I think there was $12 together. And this is the first prints of Batman in the series and the first prints of that character. And this one has just been on my list for a while just because I think it's a unique crossover with Green Arrow and Martian Manhunter. So that's why I got it. Next book is A Fury of Firestorm 19 from the New 52. And I wouldn't have known of this book if it weren't for Omega Shinryuken. So shout out to Omega Shinryuken. He showed this in a couple videos ago, but this is the first appearance of Caitlin Snow as Killer Frost. Now, this isn't too much of a spoiler, but if you guys seen the Flash show on the season finale, there is a hint towards Caitlin Snow becoming Killer Frost. And yes, that's why I think this book would be a safe one to get. I did get it on eBay. They had copies for around $14, and I didn't really want to get that, pay that much, to be honest. So I went on my last resort and went to mycomicshop.com and got this one for $3.99. So here's two books, Aquaman #6 and 8. You can tell by the artwork that these aren't from the same series. This is a series, I think this is the second series and this might be the third. I know for sure this one is a series after, and both of these books have different origins of Black Mana, and every incarnation you see of Black Mana will either have one or the other. He can't have both because they kind of contradict each other. But in this one, a young Black Mana, obviously just a kid, and he gets abducted by some shipmen, and he's forced to basically be a slave on the ship. And I guess he's on the docks or something, or he's on a balcony, and he calls for Aquaman because he sees Aquaman swimming with, I think he was just swimming, but Aquaman does not hear him. So then the young Black Man is forced to kill the people on the ship, and because of Aquaman not hearing him, he pledges to kill him in the sea, or basically destroy Aquaman, and then he basically says that he's going to kill Aquaman because he hates Aquaman in the sea. And I honestly don't really like that one just because it doesn't make a lot of sense if you hate the sea and Aquaman, that you would be in it most of your life when he's the Black Manta. But here's Aquaman #8. Now this is the origin where Black Manta as a kid has autism, and whenever he sleeps in cotton sheets it irritates his skin, but when he's in a bath with water it soothes him. So he ends up going to Arkham Asylum, where they give him some treatment to cure autism, and it does cure autism, but it makes him very violent, and he lashes out at the doctors, and he ends up killing a few of the doctors and escaping. So I personally like this one better, but you can pick any of them regardless. This one's his first origin, but in my opinion this one's better. So do with that what you will. But here's Green Lantern #148. This is the first appearance of Chip or Chippa. I don't think there's a definitive way to answer or to say his name, because I don't think any media they've ever said his name. But he is, despite looking like a chipmunk or a squirrel, even though he's not, he is a very badass little Green Lantern, and I hope they do something with him in a movie and just have him as a cameo role. But even in the Injustice series, he defeats Superman by scrambling his neurons, but unfortunately he ends up getting killed by Sinestro. But he still is a cool character, and this book is very cheap. I think this thing was like 99 cents off Atomic Avenue, and it was very high grade, like a near-mint copy. Here's Sandman, number 31. I got this thing just for the cover. Just a beautiful cover with the colorful Sandman text and the S right there, and with the window, it just contrasts very well against the just black and white building. So I absolutely love this cover. This whole Sandman series has a lot of really awesome looking covers. They look very art-like. You guys know what I mean, like they look very artistic. But here's Green Lantern number 6, the first appearance of Tomare. He, even though they don't do like a ton with him in the comics, I still think he's an awesome character. And here's like kind of like a fun fact: he was assigned to go help out with Krypton when it was about to explode. And I think he got distracted somehow, or he was basically he was halted from doing that, and he ended up getting there around late, and then Krypton exploded. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, he's just been a really cool character to me, and I'm just very happy to get it. I ended up getting it at here. I don't think you guys can see it, so I'm gonna try to. It's a 4.0, and even though I realized 4.0 is still like a relatively low grade, but I got this thing for $60, and there is like I think 4 or 5 other copies on eBay for $60, and a few of those are detached copies and very low grade, like 2.0s. So to get this thing at 4.0 around the same price as those, I'm very happy to get that. Absolutely love Tomare. And I know in my last video I said I only needed this book left, and then I would have like the bigger Green Lantern books, obviously besides the #1 issue. But I did miss Green Lantern 29, which is the first Prince of Black Hand. I will get that one. And I also forgot about a book that I'm going to show at the end of this haul. Maybe I might crack it out of the thing along with my Amazing Spider-Man 300. If maybe some of you guys want to see that, I might do that. Or maybe wait till I get another CGC or PGX book and do like a triple unslab. But yeah, so here's Werewolf by... this is Marvel Spotlight number 2, the first Prince of Werewolf by Night. I'm very happy to get this one. I absolutely love all the Marvel Bronze Age horror stuff like the Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night. And honestly, I think I lucked out on this one because I checked on an eBay page, and it seemed like this book was like very fresh, like just got posted up on eBay because of the time left on the listing. And I got this thing. I think it was either you bid on it for $14.99 or buy it now for $19.99. So I bought it for the $19.99, and the seller marked it at a lower price, I think, because you guys probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a little bit of stains. It's just in this area right here. I don't think you guys can see, but it's not even noticeable unless you look very close on the book. But I'm very happy to get it. Absolutely love the cover with the cool looking text, and then the panels of him turning into a werewolf. That's really badass. Very happy to get the book. And it wasn't one that was particularly like on my list, but it kind of fell into my lap in that kind of way, so I ended up getting it. So here is Captain Atom number 83, the first Prince of Blue Beetle, and literally ever since I started up my channel, or a little bit after, I've been hunting down for this book, and I'm just super excited to get it because it's awesome to like get a book easily, but it feels like one of the best feelings when you get a book that you've been looking for forever. And around a year and change ago, I think it was over a year ago, at the last Comic-Con I went to, I actually was looking for this thing. So that kind of shows how long I've been looking for it. But it was really crazy because I'm following the listing for this book, because you can do the followed searches on eBay, and I ended up getting this thing for $5, which is absolutely crazy if you ask me. The seller did put it at a lower price because, as you can see, there's that missing right there. But honestly, I could care less. I'm super happy to get it. I was willing to pay like 50, maybe like 50 and up, and $5 is pretty unheard of if you ask me. I'm super happy to get it. I absolutely love Blue Beetle, and I'm just honestly so relieved to finally get this book. I don't have to be worried about getting it anymore, so I'm very happy to get that one. So now the big book of the haul, the one you've probably seen in the thumbnail, and one you've probably been waiting for, but Here's Green Lantern number 76, and honestly, I don't know what to say, but I'm so freaking happy to have it. It just, it's like a holy grail to me. If this book would have came in a month ago, it definitely would have easily been number one in my top 40 books. Just such an iconic cover. This is the book that ushered from the Silver to the Bronze Age, and honestly, it's just a holy grail to me. It's one of the three books of the Bronze Age, along with Spider-Man 129 and Hulk 181. Super happy to get it, and I think I got it for a good price because the guy listed it as a VG plus, and honestly, I don't think it's a VG plus. There's like a lot of rubbing along here, but yeah, he wanted $120 for it. I offered him 100 with the best offer, and I didn't mention this, but I had just got my paycheck a couple of days before, and I was either thinking I was getting a lot of little things or one big thing in, and I just said to myself I was going to get a bigger one, a bigger book. So yeah, I offered him 100 on it. He replied with 110, saying that he already had two other offers for 100, so I had to go higher. So I ended up getting it for 110, which I'm super happy to get it for. I think it's a great price because there is a copy on eBay for 150, and it's like missing like this part of the cover. So I'm super happy to get this as a Green Lantern fan, and even any comic book fan should be going for this book. Just an awesome book. Absolutely love the cover. This is honestly, this is like I haven't felt this happy to get a book like this in a very long time. Just super excited to get the book. And that's going to end off my haul. And I hope you guys had a really great day. Hopefully, for the next couple of days to Comic-Con, we hear some news. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that we get some news on who's going to be cast as Green Lantern. Hopefully, like Chris Pine. I'm hoping they go with Hal Jordan. But, yeah, maybe a Suicide Squad trailer and another Batman v Superman trailer. But, I hope you guys have a really great day. Hope you guys get some key issues and whatnot. Hope you guys have a good one. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video, and see you guys later.